Hey guys, and welcome back to TEW. This is of course our hardest challenge ever, where we start with 0 momentum, 0 money and 0 prestige, and to make it even tougher, we are a Japanese wrestling company based in the USA. So let's go over our previous shows, and while I find this, I want to give a quick big thank you to all the members of the channel. So thank you to Genevieve Sweet for being a member, your support is greatly appreciated. Don't forget, if you haven't already, we are doing early access to these episodes for any membership level. So for less than a cup of coffee a month, you can get 2 weeks early access to these episodes. So with that being said, let's go over our show history. Where is it? Here it is. So we'll start from the very bottom. We're still in the midst of our tag title tournament, but Kazuma Sakamoto and Kishitora defeated Gosamaru and Naoshi Sano. We had Zaya Zhao planning on hurting Mina Shirakawa. Mina Shirakawa would defeat Zaya Zhao and would cut a promo saying she respects women's champion Tam Nakano but wants the title. And then La Velocidad and Takagura would defeat Nozaki and Takumi Baba. In the following show, we had Yuko Sakurai defeat Harugi Kurumi. Sugiura and Zeus defeated Yu Ishizuka and Luchasaurus. Zeus and Kathy Kelly cut a promo where Zeus is still unstoppable within Classic Championship Wrestling. Or not Classic Championship Wrestling, that's the other series. Japan Pro Wrestling USA. Minoru Tanaka would defeat Black Mensa Ray to retain the junior heavyweight title. We had Time is Ticking Down for Japan USA, which was a promo by Killer Cross. And Tam Nakano would defeat Waka to retain her women's title. On the next show, we had Thekla defeat Marika Kobayashi, Reina Dorada and Aurora Tevez. Thekla would then demand a title match against Tam Nakano. Killer Cross made his debut defeating Katsura Murashima. Kathy Kelly said that no one is worth Zeus's time. La Velocidad and Takura would pick up another win in the tag title tournament against BXB, Hulk and Sanada. And Arata and Goji Ozaki would defeat Honda and Hajime. The following show, we had La Velocidad and Takura once again defeat Sano and Gosamaru. John Hennigan, or as someone in the comments said, Johnny Tokyo, which I love, said that he would dethrone the quote-unquote mighty Zeus tonight. Puma de Oro and Yon Saito defeated Sonada and BXB Hulk. Killer Cross defeated Kazezawa. Killer Cross demanded some real competition, and Zeus would defeat Johnny Tokyo to retain the heavyweight title. In our final show of last episode, Honda and Hajime defeated Gosamaru and Sano. Thekla vowed to dismantle Mina Shirakawa tonight. Sonada and BXB Hulk would pick up a win against Kagetora and Sakamoto. Mina Shirakawa claimed she would win the number 1 contenders match, and then would go on to defeat Thekla. So, with that being said, if we check out our finances, we are making a profit now, which is awesome. We are only 15 grand in debt. We are also very quick to leveling up in the Southwest, which is also nice. The last thing I want to do is check out our title tournament, and you'll see in the lead we have Sonada and BXB Hulk with 4, and La Velocidad and Takakura with 4. Remaining matches, as you can see, not many left at all. So you know how this goes, we will run through the episodes. I say run through the episodes, we will do the skipping ahead if there's any news. If not, I'll see you at the show. Okay, so one thing that was suggested is picking up Luchasaurus. Now I'm honestly not against this idea, I quite like it. I don't want to call him Luchasaurus, I want him to have a bit more of a... not legitimate, but less, I don't know, I guess less of a comedy gimmicky name. So, I'm happy to keep with the mask and the dark theme, I think that's awesome. But give me some suggestions for a name, because I'm very much open to bringing in Luchasaurus. Very much so. Okay, we officially have Luchasaurus on the squad, and we've made him a face, so yeah. Let's come up with some names for him. Okay, it's time for our first show of the episode, and I've done everyone the night off just to make it easier, because obviously trying to go for this title tournament, not the easiest thing. We are going to the Southwest for the esports arena. We're going to get ourselves on all our broadcasters. Our booking team is incredible, so let's spend some of this. Let's do a creative finish. Let's do another creative finish. And let's do an angle idea. Beautiful. Okay, locker room meeting. We did training for Kobayashi. And for Takura, Hajime, and Arata. Takakura and Teoki have bonded recently, that's always nice. And let's inspire. Excellent. Okay, so let's get this show booked and I'll join you on the results page. Okay, our opening match on the show is Arata and Goji Ozaki defeating Gosamaru and Naoshi Sano in 12 minutes. This was part of the tag league, and Goji Ozaki and Arata pick up another win. So wrestling rating of 36 and a segment rating of 42. Goji Ozaki got 44, Arata got 36, Sano with a 29, Gosamaru with a 34. We then get Marika Kobayashi taking on Miyoko Matsumoto, a 31 wrestling rating and a 34 segment rating. Kobayashi would get the win with a machine gun drop in 12 minutes. Kobayashi got 26, Matsumoto got 36. Kobayashi was really off her game. That is an awful performance. We need to work on that. Kobayashi would then cut a promo basically talking about how she's tired of being disrespected as she was the first ever women's champion in Japan, USA. We then get our second match in the tag league tournament of the show with BXB Hulk and Sanada losing to Hajime and Ryuki Honda. This match went 10 minutes, wrestling rating of 52 and a segment rating of 56. Sanada got 60, BXB Hulk with a 36, Honda with the 61 and Hajime with the 52. Kathy Kelly then comes out and cuts a promo how she's here to watch the pathetic competition for Zeus and how she is just constantly bored of everyone not being able to stand up to Zeus. Segment rating of 54. She is pulling us through these promos. And then our main event, Lava Lostad and Ryuya Tekakura would pick up their first loss in the tournament to Yun Saito and Puma de Oro. A wrestling rating of 51, a segment rating of 57. This match went 20 minutes. Tekakura got 28, Dan Velocitat got an 80, Puma de Oro 49 and Yun Saito a 44. The fact Lava Lostad got an 80 and was off his game is insane. He could have got like a mid-80s easy if he was on his game. So overall, increased our popularity in 54 regions. You love to see it. We'll address the locker room. I mean, we have to give it to La Velocidad, obviously. That insane rating. Kathy Kelly for pulling us through the promo as well, I think. Was pleased, seemed pleased. Financial report, we made 1,300, awesome. Popularity recap, we have gained, so we're 2 away from moving up to the next category now. Love it. Okay, it's the day after the show, and you see we picked up 4,700 viewers overall, so not too bad. If we come and check out our tournament quick, you will see we now have Arata and Giozaki, Lava Velocidad, Takakura, Puma de Oro and Yun Saito, Honda and Hajime, and Sanada BXB Hulk all on 4 points. And there is not many matches remaining, so it is heating up. Okay, it's the end of the month, and because it's the midway through the year, we get the half-year awards. So, male wrestler of the year so far is Swerve Strickland. Damn right it is. Company so far is WWE. The female tag team of the year so far is Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. The Young Bucks pick up the male tag team of the year so far. Match of the year so far goes to Mascara Dorado and Titan, defeating Neon and El Barbaro Cavanaro. Show of the year so far goes to WWE Backlash. The young female wrestler of the year so far is Billy Starks. Leon Slater picks up the male young wrestler of the year so far. Female veteran goes to Candice LeRae. Male veteran is Kevin Steen, or Kevin Owens, I guess. Female wrestler of the year so far is Bianca Belair. Male independent wrestler of the year so far is Yoshihiko Inamura. I know that because I've seen him wrestle live for Noah. He's phenomenal. I was looking at his face, I was like, I can't remember his name, and it was right there. And the female independent wrestler of the year so far goes to Momo Watanabe. Awesome. Any other news here? Grayson Waller's extending his contract. Doesn't really seem like anything. What's this news? Kona Nazaki has lost his MMA fight. Suzu has extended her deal with Marigold. Bad Luck Fale has retired. Okay, if we go to our finances, check this out. We made 5k again, so we're very quickly making profit, which is sick. Okay, it's time for our next show, and I have booked the people the night off already. So tonight's venue, we're going to the Southwest once again. The Global Theatre this time. Finalise our broadcasters, let's get ourselves on. Booking team meeting, 183. Let's get another credit finished just to bank them up. Locker room incidents, we did training for Tevez and Hajime. Awesome. So that being said, let's do some team bonding. Nothing came from it. Excellent. So with that being said, let's book the show and I'll see you on the results page. Okay, in our opening show we had the debuting Kenta defeat Katsuya Murashima in 12 minutes. Kenta got 46, Murashima got 45. Kenta debuted his gimmick and got an initial rating of great. Murashima is someone I really want to build up. He's like 27, pretty good stats. I really think he could be a future face of the company, so I really want to build him up. Kenta then cut a promo basically saying he's going to dismantle everyone in Japan Pro Wrestling USA one by one until no one is left. A 65-second reign. We then get Aurora Tevez losing to Harugi Kurumi in 10 minutes, a 32 wrestling rating and a 36 segment rating. Tevez with the 30, Kurumi with the 35. We then cut to the back where Mina Shirakawa is cutting a promo talking about how she is going to walk in tonight as the challenger and walk out as the new Women's World Champion. Segment rating of 56. We then get one and only match on the show of the Tag League tournament where Ryuki Honda and Hajime would go to a draw with Yun Saito and Puma de Oro in 14 minutes thanks to a double countout. A 56 wrestling rating and a 65 segment rating. Hajime with the 45, Honda with the 58, Puma de Oro with the 58 and Saito with the 57, and our creative finish was a success. Nice. And that brings us to a video package hyping up Mina Shirakawa versus Tam Nakano tonight, in which Tam Nakano would defeat Mina Shirakawa in 20 minutes to retain her Japan Pro Wrestling USA Women's title. Wrestling rating of 58, a segment rating of 48, not as good as I hoped. They have pretty good chemistry together, which is nice. Amina got a 57, Tam Nakano got 60, but the creative finish was a failure, so that's probably what let us down. That's a huge bummer. That really sucks. Let's give it praise to people. So who did well? It was Puma de Oro, did amazing, and Honda. In fact, actually, we'll give it to Kenta. And we'll give it to Murashima, because these guys did great too. From that report, we made almost $2,000 from that. Gained some popularity across the board, which is always nice. That always helps with merchandise. So we just got our viewing figures, and you can see 4,600 once again, which is always nice. And if we come to our tournaments, you can see we still have everyone on 4 points, and there's one match remaining. La Velocidad and Ryo Takakura versus Honda and Hajime. So who will win? We will find out next. But essentially, this is what we have remaining. So one of these two teams will earn a world title and a junior heavyweight title match. Okay, it's the end of the month, and we have some news. We've got Mercedes Martinez and Vipris are engaged. Anna Jay's posed nude, so her popularity's gone way up. Kodai Nozaki is back after his MMA loss, and Suzu Suzuki has left Ice Ribbon. Now, if we come into our finances quick, almost 6k profit last month. Phenomenal stuff. We're only 4,500 in debt now. If we make the same profit, we are finally in the clear. Size-wise, we're still 2 off from moving up to the next size, but that's totally okay. Okay, it's time for our final show of the episode, and I've given everyone the night off already. Let's get our venue going. We're back to the Globe Theatre. Finalise our broadcasters. Booking team, we'll spend a career finish. Why not? For La Velocidad. Cool. Locker room incidents. We did training for Yuko Sakurai. And for Dekora and Hajime. Excellent. Okay, let's get this booked, and I'll join you on the results page. In our opening match of the show, I always say it wrong. We're doing Kodai Nozaki taking on Katsuya Murashima, in which Nozaki would get the win. A 45 wrestling rating and a 52 segment rating. Nozaki with the 39 and Murashima with the 52. We then get Yuto Kichike. I butchered that, and I know I've butchered that. But they make their debut, defeating Aaron Solo. Wrestling rating of 50 and a segment rating of 53. Yuto got a 56 and Solo got a 44. I've heard his name so many times because I watched Noah. Still can't say it. We then get Xia Zhao defeating Yuko Sakurai in 8 minutes, a 32 wrestling rating, a 35 segment rating. Xia Zhao got a 33 and Yuko Sakurai got a 31. Xia being off her game though. We then cut to the back where Tam Nakano is being interviewed and Mina Shirakawa and Thekla both interrupt her, and the match is made immediately. It's going to be a triple threat between Mina Shirakawa, Tam Nakano and Thekla for the Women's World title. 51 segment rating, and that match happens now. In 13 minutes, Tam Nakano retains the Women's World title, a 73 segment rating, holy shit. 62 wrestling rating, Thekla with the 49, Tam Nakano with the 74, and Mina Shirakawa with the 63. Tam Nakano was off her game as well, that's insane. Post-match, Chelsea Green would make her Japan Pro Wrestling USA debut, attacking Tam Nakano and holding the title above her head. And that leads into the final of the Tag League, in which Lava Lostad and Ryuya Tekakura would defeat Ryuki Honda and Hajime in 20 minutes. Wrestling rating of 47 and a segment rating of 56. Hajime got a 37, Honda got a 46, Tekakura got 27, that's awful. Lava Lostad, however, got a 77, and the Lava Lostad creative finish was a success. So, Lava Lostad gets a junior World Heavyweight title match, Tekakura gets his World Heavyweight title match. Popularity increased in 18 regions, we love to see that. Let's give this to Chelsea Green to make her happy on her debut. And who else did amazing? It was Tam Nakano, who got that incredible rating. So seem pleased. Financial report, we only made $278, but that's okay. I'm totally okay with that. Popularity recap, we are now up to a 34 in the Southwest. You love that. Okay, it's the day after the show. Dave Finley's been hired by GLEAT, and we got 5,000 viewers. You'd love to see it. If we come to our tournament, you will see it has now ended. And Tag League was won by Lava Lostad and Tekakura, meaning they get their title matches like I said. If we come to our titles, hopefully they are in the history, because for some reason, Go Shiozaki is not in the Dragon Path history. But there we go, Tag League has been won by Lava Lostad and Ryuya Tekakura. Okay, it's the end of the month, which means it's also the end of the episode. Before we go any further, Sanada has joined BBPWA, if I can say that right. Big Battle Pro Wrestling Association, which is based in Japan. He also still lives in Japan, so I don't think... Oh, that's actually only a touring contract, so maybe we'll be alright. We'll keep an eye on it. But if they sign him permanently, we might have to just let him go. Now with that being said, let's check out our finances, see how we did. And we're only $310 in debt, so we've absolutely smashed it. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, I have a little sneak peek for you. This is what's coming up in next episode. And in our main event, in the biggest match we've ever put together, defeated... Yep, that's right, we book a insane matchup. So, look forward to that. I want to thank you all for watching. Again, thank you if you're a member or just watching, whatever. If you're already, please drop a like, helps me tremendously, and subscribe to the channel for more. The Wrestling Hideout has more TEW, more fantasy booking, other wrestling games, predictions, reviews, podcasts, you name it, we probably have it somewhere. Hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.